And in the deepest night, a new self is born.
We only had a short window of time for shooting Tempest, which is why it was incredibly important to us to have the most reliable equipment. So together with my DP, Julian Holzwarth, we decided to shoot on an Alexa Mini LF because it's the most versatile and reliable package, and it was the perfect fit for our different setups like sticks, handheld, and Trinity. And in terms of light, we completely relied on ARRI sky panels. My name is Gideon Merz. I'm the director and producer of the short film Tempest. The idea behind this project, or the rough outline, is to tell a story about perfectionism. I think it's a topic many people can relate to. It has a very dark side to it, since you're never able to achieve real perfection, so the search for it is like a never-ending game. But you can free yourself from that cycle by breaking the illusion, like our protagonist, to find your true self. My background is in cinematography, so for me, the aesthetics of the film, alongside the story or the message, of course, were an absolute priority, which would be a big challenge since we would be creating very different looks with extremely limited resources. So we needed a creative solution. And at this moment, ARRI released a new SkyPanel X series, which ticked all the boxes. That's when I knew we need these lights. There is no way around it. In detail, we had 3 different sets, all of which we illuminated with the SkyPanel X as the main light. Here and there, we had an S360 as an additional support. On the first set, we had a low-key look with strong contrasts to create a melancholic mood. What was important to me here was to have a hard light that travels through the picture repeatedly as a sequential effect. The recurring characteristics ruled out a classic lighting rig on dolly tracks. We couldn't dim conventional HMIs to 0%. Tungsten wasn't an option either. So the best solution was to have 5 X23 next to each other, side by side, controlled via DMX, and that gave us precise control and allowed for the perfect effect. The second set was in the studio. Here I wanted the look to be very expressive. So fast and precise control over light intensity and color values were extremely important. We had 2 X23 as a top light and 1 X21 for the background, which was the perfect setup for us. And for the close-ups, we had an additional S360 as a fill light. Precise control via DMX and the strong output, even with red monochrome light, enabled us to work super fast and very efficiently. On set number 3, the look had to be high key and the light characteristics soft. Here we had the strict requirement that only LED lights could be used for fire safety reasons, which could have easily become a big problem since the location was huge and normal LED lights simply wouldn't have had enough power. But here, 2 X23 with hyper optics through a top light really saved us. The output, which is roughly the same as on the M40s, but only needs a fraction of the power and barely generates any heat, is a real wildcard. And honestly, I don't think that without the SkyPanel X, we would have been able to realize this location. So looking back, the SkyPanel X was the perfect solution for us, and I can't wait to use them again.